Performance measurement is not a dashboard, it's not a brainstorming session, it's not some consultant engagement or a project. It is a core business process, and it's a process with 8 specific steps when we describe it with a methodology like PuMP. Performance measurement is not what most people think it is. It most definitely isn't an ad hoc assemblage of one or more of the typical actions that people take to get their KPIs or metrics or measures. One typical action is a brainstorming session to fill the KPI column in the strategic plan. Another typical action is a subscription to a KPI mega library or industry database, or a dashboard filled with graphs and dials of whatever data is easy to get. Now, if we reduce performance measurement to things like these, we will never get the true benefits from it. Ad hoc is never the way to excellence. As management legend W. Edwards Deming is so often quoted as saying, we really don't know what we're doing unless we can describe it as a process. Performance measurement is a process. When we describe performance measurement as a process, we can realistically strive for great KPIs for several reasons. Reason 1 is that no essential steps are left out of our KPI creation. Reason 2 is that everyone can understand what to do to create KPIs and exactly how to do it. Reason 3 is that we have a consistent approach that can give consistency to the quality of our KPIs. Reason 4 is that there is less rework and redundancy in our KPI creation efforts, which saves a ton of resources. And reason 5 is that we can tweak and improve the process to get better and better at creating and using KPIs. So can you describe your approach to performance measurement as a process? And how much detail can you describe in that process? Now, if you struggle to do this, let me give you a starting point. Generically, the process of measuring performance will include steps like these, and in this order. Step 1, engage people in the need to measure. Step 2, understand the results that we're trying to measure, to monitor. Step 3, choose the best measures for those results. Step 4, invite input from the people whose ownership we need for the measures to succeed. Step 5, define how we'll calculate each measure and get the data that we need to calculate those measure values. Step 6, graph our measures in a way that highlights true signals of performance changes. Step 7, interpret these signals and their causes to prioritise which measures to respond to. And step 8, use this information to take meaningful action to improve organisational performance. Now, specifically, PuMP is an example of how steps just like these are formalised into a logical and practical and comprehensive performance measurement process. If you don't have a clear and documented process to measure performance in your organisation, you might be curious to take a closer look at PuMP as a possible approach to use, or at least to test, in your organisation.